It is one of the most beautiful compensation of this life that no man can sincerely try to help another without helping himself. And I quite reckon this. And that is why I always advocate for freedom. That is why I always ask people to be free with each other. Try to seek every opportunity to help humanity. It is a great service serving humanity. In fact, it is one of the most grateful services that it could be reckoned on this planet Earth. Wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe. We welcome you back once again to our News Digest this day. And today is the 10th day of August 2022. To be precise, today is Wednesday. So wherever you are listening from across the globe, it is Wednesday from where I am. So maybe where you are might be different. Of course, this is still coming from the desk of Nicky Bobby, where we bring you reliable news across Biafra land and beyond. Here we try to educate people beyond common education, beyond conventional education. We want to get people to reason with us because there are so many things that are going around. We want to invite you to hit the subscribe button. From the beginning, I've been telling our people that in our own Nicky Bobby channel, we are clocking almost 40,000 subscribers. In other words, those who listen to the gospel of Biafra, those who listen to the information that is coming from Biafra, those who are keen to know more about Biafra. Why are we not seeing you again? Are you not interested in hearing about Biafra again? So that's why we invite you. Hit the subscribe button. If you do come to the channel, you view, you go out. How do you get the next video that drops if you don't subscribe? Because I notice we are having so many people are viewing. So that is why we implore our people. We know Mazen Nnamdi Kanu always say it, that Biafrans are a difficult set of people. But when you get to understand them, you will come to know that they are lovely indeed. So at the same time, we are letting you know that that time you are spending searching for Nicky Bobby without subscribing, it will be easier for you when you hit the subscribe button. As soon as a video drops, you'll be able to receive the notification and you know what is going on. Go ahead to share our videos. And we always say, most especially to those who are in Biafra land, those who are in remote places, so that they will be able to attract information and keep abreast of how things are going. Of course, you can feel free to give us thumbs up should you like what we are doing here. Like I said from the beginning, that we are recruiting Nicky Bobby. It's going to be a community channel where you come, we interact, we discuss life, you understand, we understand you, we understand your feeling, and we discuss it together. If there is a way we can render help, we do. This channel is building upon the concept of community basis. Having said that, wonderful people, we welcome you back once again for listening to this. And today, this particular video is going to be all about our personal reason, our personal opinion, and to share some ideas with you. There is something I want our people to understand. That is, do you know that slavery has not stopped? Yes, quote me right. And I will tell you the concept by which I'm coming from. Slavery has not stopped at this moment. But what might have appeared to have stopped could be that slave trading. That appears that our people will be hooked on chain and be taken to Europe and America. That was what stops. But the other way around, slavery is still on till this particular time, I'm telling you. My point, my reason of saying so is not far-fetched. I want to start by letting you know, let me go through the article or the reply that Barrister Lloyd Jimako gave to the Walking Dead. And why am I calling him Walking Dead? Because a man died in 2017. He was buried in Saudi Arabia. And some group of people decided to recreate something and call it the name of that man. and impose it on you. Is there a different form of slavery more than that? Now let me read what Barrister Kílléd wrote. He replied to the walking dead, to the dead man who is walking. He said, being Nigerian was not your choice. It is colonialism that made you Nigerian. Colonialism was as immoral as slavery. Before you kill anybody again just because he desires to quit Nigeria, know that you are killing for something you had no part in creating. Simple and short. And this reply, he made it to the somebody that claimed to be to the zoo president Masquerade, because the zoo president, who is the Masquerade, made a claim. He said that they killed 1 million people to keep the zoo together, to keep Nigeria together. He called it keeping Nigeria united. And Barrister Kílléd had to reply him quite interesting, quite intelligently. This is how you know people who are wise. This reply, because those who are in Nigeria, and in Nigeria not because of their choice. Recall that a few days ago, the former president of the Zoological Republic, of course, he was a military head, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, has said that Nigeria is not a nation. If Nigeria want to be a nation, that they have to work towards it. But from what they know that Nigeria is not a nation, then why are they after our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because he said it earlier. But today, Babangida is reiterating it. But when he was the head of state, he never made mention of it. But today he is telling you that Nigeria is not a nation. That it will take a long time to build Nigeria to become a nation. Now let's go back to what we are saying. Why I said that slavery is still on. Some people somewhere, Britain, went and recreated something and bring it and impose it upon Nigeria as a facial that is covering the people of the zoo. That when they look at that face, they say, okay, they have something that looks like Buhari. While the High Commissioner of Britain is busy ruling Nigeria currently. Because from what I know, she is the president of Nigeria. Forget about anything you're saying. Katrina Land is the president of the Zoological Republic. And you have seen how her presidency looks like. Can you now see why we are still under slavery? Why those in Nigeria are still under slavery? Because inasmuch as you are under colonialism, it's still some part of slavery. That is what I want to make you understand. The slavery that exists today is not only putting chain on your neck and dragging you to Europe or to America. When they came out and said that they have abolished that, what they did was to recreate it. Yes, that's what they did. They didn't abolish it. But they abolished the first pattern and they now recreated the second pattern and modernized it in a way that even when they are there, subduing you under a great hardship and economic stagnation, everything possible, they will be petting you, tapping you at the back with left hand, using right hand, taking all your resources and going back, because they have seen now that the best thing to do is not to take up the human resources. It comes to take your natural resources. So they now abolished the one of human resources, taking humans to Europe. They now came back, hold you down, start taking your resources, and they develop their country. What's the difference? Is it not still slavery? And they find a way to recreate every sort of vices in the area they colonize. That is why you see all sorts of banditry today. Or the Fulanis are the face that are carrying out, because they are in the same mission with Britain, with France. Yes. So when you see these things happening in the Zoological Republic, there are people that are somewhere remoting it. And they are using Fulani because they are in the same mission. Because Fulani still want to conquer. They are conquering through Fulani. That is that. And that is why till tomorrow, I remain so grateful to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know why? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made us to rediscover our roots, whom we are. That is why I remain so grateful to him. Whatever that's happened, any situation I find myself, it's because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we came to know exactly who we are. Do you know that some years back, people refused to speak Igbo in public? I continue wondering, is he a fully Igbo person? The person refused to communicate with you in Igbo because it's in a public stage. Sometimes even in the private stage, he wouldn't like you to understand that he's an Igbo person. He continues speaking Igbo for you. So they were somehow ashamed of speaking that language and are bearing the name of Igbos. I continue wondering until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and the light started shining. Until today, we can identify ourselves as whom we are. We are Biafrans. We are Igbos. Early in the years, when we never knew what was really going on, I want to give you a little story. We dabbled into a written book. I don't know the author of that book. So my immediate elder brother, I don't know how he managed it, but he always tell me about Biafra. We were very, very young then. He always tell me about Biafra, what's happened. So I was continue wondering, how did he get to know about these things? So one day we were shoveling things. We saw that book on my father's shelf. So we are very small then, playing with the book. We are toddlers. Now my father came out and he saw us. He said, who gave us the book? He said, we got it from the shelf. He said, which shelf? We showed us this shelf. He said, serious? Is this book in this shelf? We say, yes. He said, never in our life should we touch this book. We said, what happened? He said that we wouldn't understand. After some time that he will let us know. We were still wondering. But years passed by. He called us and he was telling us that, look at what happened. That he himself never knew that he kept the book there. Because on so many occasions, some of the suburbs that are existing today, we were existing then. So many occasions, they brought the zoo people to eliminate my dad. Because he was really interested. He identified himself as a Biafran. So that made him to remove every item that has to do with Biafra. So he told us that. He went on to tell us a story. That there was a man at the end of the Biafran war when they were returning to our various homes. So they returned and this man, because when you are returning, the zoo military will be telling you one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Sometimes even you don't say, you raise your hand, keep your one finger, you pass. So this man was regarded as an, should I say, novice or an illiterate because he was not educated. But the fact is that this man knows who he was or whom he is. So when he got to that point, the zoo soldiers were saying, say one Nigeria. The man said no. Say one Nigeria. The man said no. That he can never say one Nigeria because he has never been in Nigeria. That he was born a Biafran. He was born an Igbo. And right from there, they want till now that nobody has ever come and told him that he is a Nigerian. He don't know where the name comes from, so that he cannot say one Nigerian. You know, the zoo military, they say it. He said no, say it. He said no. So they called their gun. They approached him. If you don't say it, I will gun you down. The man said, go ahead, go ahead. So before the zoo military will trigger his, pull his trigger, because the man was holding a knife, he used the machete and slashed his throat. Then other militaries then got him down. Of course, he ended up. And do you know why I'm narrating this story for you? It's because at that point, people said, oh, this man is a useless man. This man doesn't know anything. See, the war has ended and you've come back to your own compound. You just walked into your own compound. After how many years you've been on the camp, Now you have the freedom to come back to your home, and you've walked into your own compound just to accept and leave. You refuse, and now you are gone. My dad narrated this story for us. We are still young, but not really. Maybe we are heading towards teenage then. My dad told me that, do you know what? That man was the real hero. Even though he died, he refused to accept what he do not know. He refused to be called a Nigerian because he don't accept that colonialism. So tomorrow, if Biafra comes, I will work hard. I will tell those who are in the leadership of Biafra to include the man as one of the men that we mold his statue. Because even though a lot of people didn't know, he himself deep down know whom he was, even though he was not educated. But he know his stand. My story boils down today that we have a lot of people that are claiming to be pursuing Biafran restoration. But these people are wolves in a sheep clothing. So they will come to you in front, at the back, they will go and stab you. But at the end of the day, they come out and start shouting they are the same Biafrans. So you have to be careful about them. Some of the challenges we have passed on Nicky Bobby, little did we know that it was those who claim that they are Biafrans, that they are pursuing the restoration of Biafra. Aside from that, we had a great challenges from the autopiloters, those who claim to be. They used to confront us one-on-one that they will make sure that Nicky Bobby won't exist. But that's not possible. Even if the former Nicky Bobby is down, but we are here once again, vibing. You are hearing us, right? Because we came, not because we heard, but because we knew. And this is what we've longed for. We came because we know that we are Biafrans. And that identity is what we want to return. And so here on Nicky Bobby, like I said earlier, this is a community channel where our people will come and express their views. I know sometimes at some point, many of you must have been wronged by each other, or by those who claim to be Biafrans. But I'm using this opportunity to tell you that nothing has gone wrong, that these things must happen. And at the end, Biafra must come. So that is why, whether I'm sleeping, whether I'm lying down, whether I'm standing or walking, I remain grateful to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for restoring that identity on us. So that is why we must let you understand. Wherever you are listening, especially in Biafra land, if you are hearing our voice all the way from Cross River States, all the way from Kogi, all the way from Benue State, all the way from Idu, across the entire eastern region. Wherever you are hearing our voice, if you want to reach us, our number is pinned on the description page. Now we go ahead to pin it on the comment page as well. Feel free to reach us, to share your ideas, to share your challenges, whatever that you are facing, whatever you want to let us know, you let us know. And I want to use this opportunity again to let you know, if you want to give us information, make sure that the information you want to provide for us is accurate. Here is a community channel, and together we must move ahead, and the Biafra must be restored. If we understand our identity, then we have gone a long way to get Biafra, to restore Biafra. Because it's an ideology that can never be destroyed. Ideology has never been destroyed from the day one in the history of the world on earth. No ideology has been ever defeated. So we must go ahead. We thank you, because I say this is a kind of personal experience I'm sharing for you, an interesting session here. I want you, and you might be wondering, I said interesting session because you are not calling at this point. But like I said, if you have anything you want to share with us, our number is there. Call. Because around, when I say we, you might be wondering, why do I always say we? Because we are not, it's not one person. Nicky Bobby is not one person. So we make contact, we make consultations, we get information, and that is the one that is real. So, and together we will be growing this particular channel. That's that. We thank you again for listening. We must maintain that it is in Biafran land that all of us have our citizenship without owing anyone an apology. And until Biafrans will be restored, we will not rest. May you remain safe wherever you may be, because we will continue bringing to you more meaningful content that you like. I want to remind you again, our content have to reach our former audience. It is necessary. Imagine we had about close to 40,000 subscribers. And our message, we are reaching people. They were kept abreast of the latest information that was going on. So do not listen. Do not come to YouTube, search for Nicky Bobby without subscribing. And of course, it's in your own interest. We are not coercing you. But this message must be preached. And the real lovers of Biafra must continue to fight for the restoration of Biafra. That is the real freedom. That is the restoration of human dignity on earth. Biafra means fairness and restoration of human dignity. See you on this video.